guys. Today we are joined with the Gabe Pass. Thanks for joining us, Gabe, today.
Thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it.
Why and when did you start your page?
So I started my page in November of 2020. I always thought meme pages was really funny, and I always had a lot of memes that I would make between me and my friends. But I kind of wanted to share them with more people, just because I knew how much it made other people smile, how much it made other people laugh, and I just kind of wanted to share that with a bigger audience. So I made a meme page on Instagram, and at first I didn't really expect it to have over like 100 followers, but it just kind of gained more traction as it went on.
So, how did you come up with your content? You do it with your friends, or you just figure it out by yourself?
Honestly, it's kind of weird. It kind of just it just randomly comes to me. You know what I mean? Like I'll just be sitting there in the middle of I'm in college, so I'll be sitting in the middle of like one of my classes, or I'll be like in the middle of work, and I'll just get like a random idea, and if I can, I'll just like make a meme like right then and there on my phone and post it. But sometimes I'll just like make a little note in my notes on my phone, and then go back and make it later for that idea. And then another big, I guess, inspiration for ideas, man. It's kind of funny. Is sometimes like I'll be listening to like music, and I don't know why music just like gives me like the funniest meme ideas sometimes.
What are your thoughts on Isaiah Wynn's recent play?
I think that Isaiah Wynn is a pretty bad football player. He's not a very good role model. I'll say that much. He's not somebody who I'd want my kids to watch.
Second round pick to New England for Isaiah Wynn.
He's not somebody who I'd want to idolize. He's a character, not a good one.
And how many atrocities do you think he will commit against the Jets this weekend?
I think I actually saw the over under was 5, so I think at least 7.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good take.
Hopefully, we go with Marcus Cannon.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts on the trade rumors for him?
Um, hopefully he's played his last down as a New England Patriot for the sake of this country and for the sake of my sanity.
What are your opinions on the quarterback situation?
I think that Mac Jones should be the guy. I don't think that there really should be much of a quarterback controversy. I think it's really media driven in a lot of ways, but I think that we've got a really good second year quarterback, and we should just roll with him.
How does it feel that Tariq and other memes have become big in the Patriots community?
I love it. I mean, it's awesome because I'll be watching some of my favorite like Patriots podcasts who I don't even think those guys like follow me, but I'll hear them say something like they'll slip up and accidentally say Tariq or what's another one? They'll say a second round pick for Isaiah Wynn or something that I know kind of started with my meme page, and it makes me smile every time. I think it's hilarious, and I love to see my stuff just kind of catch on and just keep rolling, especially like on Twitter and things like that. I know one time on what was it 98.5, I heard a caller call in and was talking about how Hunter Henry respects women, and it was very surreal for me because I was just like, man, like like that really started with me just kind of like messing around on a meme page, and I thought it was hilarious.
Thoughts on the Patriots rookie class? It's looking pretty good so far.
Oh, I think it's great. We've got Cole Strange, who seems to be a Class A citizen. Cole Strange, I mean, he's a big hoss. I could see him going to the Applebee's buffet at least 3 times a week, so he seems really good. We got Tariq running a 4.28 officially, but come on, let's be real. We knew it was a 4.21. We got Panda Man Jack Jones. Looks to be like a stud. Marcus Jones, he's okay. I wish he was a little taller. Bailey Zappi, a.k.a. slightly more athletic Tom Brady. And who else do we got? Let's see. Running backs haven't shown anything yet, but they've got time.
So, who do you think will fill the James White role now that he's gone?
That's a great one. I think that Brendan Schooler will fill the James White role.
Yeah, Brendan Schooler is kind of he's a good guy.
he's hilarious.
How did your love for Ryan Izzo start?
So it's actually kind of funny. I will eventually play at my university that I go to here, and under one of the coaches that I've been training under, he's a giant Florida State fan. So a few years ago, he made me watch a ton of Ryan Izzo film. Me as a safety to watch a tight ends film. He showed me a lot of Ryan Izzo film, and it was right around the time that we had traded Ryan Izzo. I just thought it was really, I don't know. I just thought it was hilarious that this dude that I had been watching all this film on and everything had got cut, and I kind of made like some like little tribute video that just kind of like caught on, and one thing led to another, and it just started snowballing. Now I have a shrine of him above my bed.
How do you feel, or how did you feel when he came to New England for those joint practices over the summer?
It was cool. It was just really cool to see that experience. I'm someone that just like really loves football, so for me, just even like the process, like training, I just really like being a part of that. So it was just really cool to see that, and gave me a lot of good ideas for my page, a lot of good content for my page.
And what were your opinions on the animal revenge game on Monday?
um, as a person, you gotta kind of feel for the dude because like, oh, what's the word I want to use here? You gotta really have some perseverance to be that bad in the NFL and kind of have the path that he had to come back and get a catch. I mean, I'm sure he feels amazing about that. So as a person, you got to feel like kind of good for him because I mean, let's be honest, like I'm sure his mental health was not good with the way things went in New England. So it's probably a good pickup for him just to have that moment. But personally, I mean, I wish it would have panned out for us here, but he's an animal. He's a dominant downfield threat who's virtually unstoppable at the point of attack. So
Yeah, it's only right considering he's an animal that he got traded to the Bears.
exactly, Nabear.
How long do you think Cody Davis has been on that stool?
Gosh, I've heard rumors of years, years. I mean, I've heard that if he's not in practice, I heard he doesn't even go home. I heard he just sits on the stool. I mean, I've heard rumors of staffers coming in the locker room at 3 a.m. and they just hear "hungry like a wolf," and there Cody Davis is. The lights won't even be on. He's still just on his stool.
Yeah, hopefully that injury didn't affect anything with that stool.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he can sit, I think I'll be fine.
It's only right that he brings the stool on like the plane if it's a away game.
Yeah, no, he doesn't bring any luggage with him. Just a stool. No clothes, no suitcase.
Who do you think has better Riz, Jonnu Smith or Hunter Henry?
I don't know if you would ever consider a simp to have Riz. That's kind of the whole point. They're a simp because they don't have Riz. Then on the other hand, Jonnu Smith is kind of the opposite. I mean, he kind of strongly dislikes women, to put it lightly. I'd probably still have to go with Jonnu in this case because I'm sure he has at least a little Riz because it does seem like he's married with multiple kids, whereas Hunter Henry only has one kid and he's a simp. So I'm going to go with Jonnu here.
So saw the Patriots come out with the gray pants on Monday night. You think you played any part in return of the silver pants?
Honestly, I listen. I don't want to sound like I'm too much in my own head here. I feel like the reaction to Silver Pants would not have been nearly as big if it wasn't for the way that I kind of had hyped it up over the last 2 years personally. Because I was on I was listening to the Patriots Unfiltered podcast right before the game, and the host of that podcast, there's some older guys, kind of boomers. They were just absolutely just appalled that so many people were so excited about Silver Pants and they couldn't understand it. And I just like to think that me hyping it up a little bit kind of got it riled up, kind of set the precursor and set the tone for when they finally did get revealed. I don't know if I had anything to do with them actually getting implemented, but I think that the reaction, I think I had a big part of that.
Yeah, I do think you have a lot of influence in the Patriots community, so I would say so.
How long do you plan on continuing your accounts?
As long as it's not interfering with my outside life of college or with football or with my career, it's been a great outlet for me just to sort of share laughs with other people, make people smile. And I know it's just a meme page, but it's brought me a lot of opportunities to get closer to people who I never thought I'd be close with, to meet and talk to some of my favorite athletes. And also, I've just knowing what it means to some people, like even this right here, just to be able to, kind of do like an interview kind of thing. I mean, that really means a lot to me, and that's something that I really enjoy having in my life, and So as long as it's not taking over any main elements of my life, I'd like to, continue as much as I can and hopefully, progress and evolve it in a way, hopefully do some in-person stuff up in New England eventually.
Our final question is, do the voices inside listen or do they just talk?
That's a question for Devon Godchow. I can't answer that personally.
Yeah, you got like 5 straight posts of them right now.
Yeah, I was just feeling like a good Devon Thursday yesterday.
All right, so these wraps up our questions. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We're all big fans of you, so
Yeah, I appreciate y'all boys, man. Come out and get some work on a Friday.
Hell yeah, appreciate y'all boys, man. I like that. Come out and get some work on a Saturday.
It's awesome.